So today I explored the city of Brno, Czechia, also known as the Czech Republic. It's the second largest city in the country. It has a population of about 400,000 people. The country has a population of about 10 million people, and it's located squarely in Central Europe. So today in the city, I went to multiple sites and museums and churches in the central part of the city. So I got to see some good views, a lot of art, a lot of history. So I started the day out where I missed well, there was no tour. I was hoping a tour would be scheduled, so there was no walking tour today, so there's not as much history facts like laden in the video as I usually put in there. So if you're interested in something, you have to, I guess, look it up yourself. But I started the day in the cabbage market. It's what like the market in the square I went to is called. And then after that, I went to the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul on Petrov Hill, which is pretty old. The groundbreaking was the 11th century, and it wasn't completed till 1909. And you could tell like they finished in that time period because you could see the steel beams in the roof. So I was able to kind of explore the roof by accident. Not by accident, but you could pay for a ticket to go in there. And then after that, I went to the Spielberg Castle complex, and it's like a fortress originally built by Bohemian kings. Then the Austrian Empire used it to control the area. They used it as a prison, and they used it as like a military installation to house soldiers and control the area. And then I finished the day off at the ossuary of St. James, and also I visited the cathedral at St. James as well. And there's like an art installation in the cathedral. So overall, it was a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy the video. And if you've been watching my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so today I am going to do a walking tour of Brno. And yeah, so I wasn't able to get onto like an official tour, but I'm going to try to jump on one, just kind of see if anybody's kind of hanging out there. So we'll see what happens. If not, I have a kind of a loose tour sketched out that I'll do like a self-guided tour. So hopefully I get some good footage today, some interesting stuff. I'm really loving these pedestrianized streets here. I mean, so perfect. Look at these potted plants, cafes, so calm and chill. Nice little apartments here. It's a cool square. It's got a little fountain. I'm sure Fred would love playing in that. These trees here. It's so cool. Oh wow, it's a little show. Yeah, I love trams. It's like one of my favorite ways of getting around a city. I love the towers here, like in this part of Europe, like Central Europe has like those copper towers that turn green. They're really striking. All right, so this is where the meeting point is supposed to be, by this horse in front of the church. Trying to see if I see any groups here. Anybody waiting with umbrellas? I might be out of luck. Maybe I'll come by in a couple hours and see, but I'll see a couple things on my own. Wow, that's really cool. So right behind me is the Church of St. Peter and Paul. So I think I'll make my way up there, but along the way I'm gonna stop at the cabbage market here. So just take a look at what they have out there. But it's like a traditional market, traditional Czech vegetable market. I don't really think there's anything there today. It's like a Thursday, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go up there and then I'm gonna check out another church with an ossuary. So that should be interesting. All right, so I'm here at the cabbage market. It looks like they actually do have some vendors here today. So take a quick look. Wow, this square is really cool. Look at that statue there. Oh, it's like is that a fountain? No, I think it's just well, yeah, it has water in it, but it's not like that's cool. It's not, well, it has water flowing. It's not like a crazy splashy fountain, but it's got some water in there. But yeah, look at that. That's incredible. This whole area is like so cool. Yeah, then you can see all the people selling like plants and stuff like that. It's really neat. Yeah, I'll get all the fresh fruit. So nice. All right, so I'm gonna try to head out of here. All right, so I'm headed to the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul now. Here's some like local musicians playing. Wow, statue is incredible. Look at that. That's so beautiful. An art museum, maybe? It's so funny. Look at, there's a samurai up there. Here's a better look at it. Look, it's so strange. It's kind of out of place in the city. It's crazy. All right. Look at that. That's so cool. Cool. All right, we're making our way up there. Oh, wow. Such a huge church. So if you ever seen like these type of posters, this art style actually started here in the Czech Republic, Czechia. It's cool. Oh my God, so crazy. Alright, to making my way around, but wow. Alright, so I made it to the front, but actually I need to enter through the side, and it costs about $3 to enter, so it's not too bad. Alright, just entered, so here's a side chapel. We can't go, but I have to go up here and get a ticket, so I don't know, hopefully nobody else is coming in. It's kind of narrow, so look at that. Alright, so I entered, and it looks like they have like a little museum in here, which is pretty cool. So you can see the old vestiges here. Start down there, and we have to go up here, which is kind of spooky. Here's some information. Here's the information on the bells. All right, so I'm here at the top of the bell tower. I don't even know what I paid for. I thought I was just trying to get in the church. Whew. Oh my God. Whew. Oh wow, this is crazy. I don't know if I could fit in here. Whew. Oh wow, I'm up in the church rafters, which is kind of crazy. Oh my God. Oh wow, look in there. I feel like I'm doing some weird exploring here. If you ever wondered what the top of the church looks like, now you know. All right, so we got a great view of Brno, Czechia. Look at that, it's gorgeous today. I'm here on the top of the Church of St. Peter and Paul, which overlooks the city. Yeah, you can see all the old towers there. Let's give one last go around. I'm gonna head over there to the fortress now. All right, so I got my selfie overlooking the city. I don't know if I'm gonna use that for the thumbnail, but it's definitely on the roster. But I really have to wash my head here. That was cool though. It's kind of spooky. Alright, so if you're curious of how far up I am right now, I came from there, so it goes further down through that spiral staircase here. All right, so I made it into the church. I made it on top of the church and we went through the church. So it's definitely an interesting experience. But going up to the top only cost $3, so it's kind of cool. I thought that was actually entrance for the church. I could just went in there for free, but kind of a cool mistake, I guess, because I probably wouldn't have done it. But it feels cool afterwards now. I think this church is one of the ones that's cooler on the outside than the inside, I feel. Maybe I just got spoiled by how artistic the Polish churches were because they were like super colorful inside. Just very nice paintings. The walls the walls are completely painted. Just these rich colors. The interior of this one is like more just whitewashed. So, but still a cool church. But it's cool to go through it and on top of it and get a good like view of the city too. So that was nice. Double tram. That's so cool. Man, I wish I had a tram in Albuquerque. It'd be so cool. All right, so I made it to the starting point. It's not like fun. It's a lot of steps. All right, making my way up. Ooh, this park is nice though. Be a nice place to chill for a day, just to hang out in the grass. All right, I'm getting closer to the fortress. There's the entrance over there. Man, it's not even that steep. I'm just like, I feel like I've like gone out of shape lately. I don't know. All right, made it to the entrance. Feeling a little tired now. Need to get myself a ticket. All right. Well, here we are. This is what this place looks like. It's pretty crazy. All right, here I am. I think some like Italian workmen helped do repairs on this place in the early 1920s. Because there's like markers everywhere about that. Oof. I'll look up where the entrance is though. Yeah, Google Maps have been routing me some weird ways, so I need to find a spot in the shade. Gotta love that the beer is actually, which is called Pivo, is either as cheap or of the same price as Coca-Cola. So all right, here's like one of the reasons why people come out here. It's got a great overlook of the city. All right, so I think this is the entrance. I guess we'll find out. Here's kind of like the moat. It's kind of like a dry moat. Here's the main part of the fortress. Is that the old like imperial flag or what? It's definitely not the Czech flag. All right, so I'm gonna go into the museum. I decided to check it out. I did like a lot of woodwork stuff here. Looks pretty interesting. Maybe I need to go in from the beginning over there. I don't know if this stuff's for sale or what, but it looks really nice. Look at that. Oh, that toolbox looks cool. Oh wow, that's cool. It's a cool painting. Or I guess wood sketching? I don't even know how to describe that. Here's a bunch of coins and stuff. I had to get my translator out. All this stuff is in Czech, so I don't think this is really designed for like a foreign audience. It's all I could see here is like mainly Czech kids. So also this place looked like a star fortress, kind of semi-star, irregular star, I guess. Oh, cool. That's like the way it used to look. And there are all the different rooms and such. Oh god, man, these medieval books. It's like people spent their lives making a single book almost. Just copying them. These things are so expensive. You're looking at like, I don't know, at least years of labor, if not a lifetime of labor right there. I don't really know. Can't describe any of this stuff. It's early pottery. Like I said, maybe I have to get the translator out. Copy and paste all this stuff. If you're super interested in it. Guess there must have been a vision here back in the day. It's cool to see all the old pots and stuff. It's cool to see the old drawings. The city kind of just filled in around it, didn't it? Yeah, some of this is older or newer material, I mean. The glasses and such. I know, like Ben Franklin had glasses, so they've at least had glasses like that since the 18th century. All these are like modern-ish guns. The old drawings are so cool. It's like old money stashes. It's how people used to save money back in the day. They would just bury it underground and then people would randomly dig stuff up. So I guess whenever the fortress was no longer in use anymore, they turned it into like a prison, so that's kind of depressing. Yeah, I guess like once guns and explosives got so powerful, the walls became kind of meaningless. They're just giant targets at some point. kind of funny thinking about cursive. I remember as a kid having to learn how to write this stuff. Now I don't think people even know how to write in general. This is depicting what was happening in the French Revolution. Yeah, it's like 1790s. So I guess this is them getting word of it here. So back in the day, Czechia, aka the Czech Republic, was a part of Austria-Hungary, which is ruled out of Vienna right there. It's called Vienna. And we're here in Brno. So it was Moravia, Czechia, or Czechy. So this is like the modern country here. I think that part's in Polish. Let's go. But yeah, this is what the Austrians and the Hungarians basically ruled like 150 years ago, roughly. Oh wow, so I just learned, well, that this place was used to imprison Hungarian Jacobins. They're basically trying to copy the French Revolution here in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, wanting to overthrow the Austrian emperor. Here's the lives of the prisoners here. Kind of depicting what it was like to be a political prisoner here. It's kind of funny, they used to call Austro-Hungarian Empire the prison of nations, and this place was actually the prison of nationalists. So if you're a nationalist who wanted their country to be independent, then guess what? You ended up here in Brno. All right, so we entered one of the darker rooms. Not good. It's kind of distressing. Yep, these are whenever Czechia was occupied by the Germans during the Second World War. Here's all the Austrian royalty. Oh my God, this guy, oh wow. He has like a strange shaped head. This guy does too, but this is like, what the heck's going on there? I guess these are some of the items the prisoners here had. Probably made all these little games. The construction of this place. Different items. It's like all the medical stuff. Wow, this shows you how they used to collect water. These are the buckets. Used to drop water from. This is how the wells used to work. So this is what the cells used to look like. So here's the new modernist architecture. It's a lot of the stuff we are used to seeing in our built environments these days. It's probably better built than what they're making now, though. Just the little boxes. Oh wow, my roommate would love this record player. That's so cool. Man, these designs are awesome. It's like crazy. It's great artworks. Another view over here. The city is the land of vistas for sure. Yeah, I think this area is for like the kids to like learn about their history and stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. It's a good like learning devices here. All right, so I just saw the museum in there, and it's actually really cool. And I didn't get to see everything, honestly. Although I could spend like hours in there, but I got to see like kind of all the old stuff from the past, like when they dug it up, like the archaeology. Sorry, my brain's not working right now. I'm not able to think of the proper words. And also just like modern art paintings from the past, from the 20th century, 19th century. So just a ton of things in there. It's really cool. Also like learning like the history too. So there was like sections of history explaining what the fortress was about. So you got to kind of learn a little bit about like Czech history and culture through like the prison area, which is kind of spooky. And then the whole like Nazi exhibition, the desecration of the chapel, festooning it with all that Nazi garbage. Just wanted to get one last view from a good spot here. So this is the top of the fortress, and that's where the prison was, right up there. So I was in the cells there. I think it was like the bottom floor or the second floor, can't recall. Cool, I had one last view from up here before I head out. All right, head back into town. The castle was pretty cool. Definitely worth a visit. The entrance is like 170 Czech crowns, which is about 850 USD, roughly. I don't know, maybe $8. But not a bad deal because you get to see a lot of different types of exhibits. So I think it was cool. Yeah, the park is so pretty, nice and cool too. All right, so I was up there on the fortress, and now I'm headed to the ossuary of St. James, which is just down the street here. So it's a little bit of a trek. It's warm today too. All right, so we've arrived at the Church of St. James, and I'm gonna go get a ticket, and we are about to check out the ossuary. So that's where they bury people, or their remains, I guess, kind of stack them. All right, it's time to go into the netherworld. All right, so I just purchased my ticket, and let's talk some of the history here. We're starting the tour, so this is the very biggest entrance right here. You can see some of them. Alright, so we're entering the actual ossuary. That was just the intro. It's like a giant wall of bones here. Calm.
The holy body. So she
Yeah,
just saw
Божье
him.
тело.
Yeah. I don't know who he was.
All right, so I just completed St. Jacobs, and now I'm pretty much done for the day. I think I'm gonna try out the public transit and then just wrap it up. So I started my day kind of, well, I guess at the cabbage place, then I went to a church, but I'm finishing it at the church. So for the most part, you get a little bit of me just taking a ride on the tram for a bit. So this one has like an old school ticket taker, so it's only 20 to go for a 15-minute ride. So let's go for a little joyride for 20 minutes and actually have a coin that works. So let's give it a go. So I have 20. There we go. That's fun. All right, so we got the trams here. See, figure out which one you get on. So, all right, some like promo kids gave me some free, I guess like cherry cider. I don't know. So I'm like, cool. I thought it was some sort of bridesmaid thing. Pretty good. All right, so I'm looking for tram number 1. So that's easy to remember. So it's number 5. Ah, I missed my tram. That's it. I would have been on the IKEA tram. That's crazy. All right, so here's my tram number 1. Gonna get on. Cool. So I'm wrapping up the video today. I got to explore the second largest city in Czechia, Brno. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Saw a couple of churches. I saw a museum, fortress, complex. And I don't know if I learned a whole lot, but I think once I actually research what I was able to see today, then I will learn post facto. But it was cool, even though I didn't get to do a walking tour, but semi self-guided kind of point to point thing. It's gonna have to do for today, I guess. But overall, it's fun. I don't know. I guess the Ossuary was kind of weird, but everything else was pretty interesting, or just like beautiful too. The views of everything and the art, it's just really nice. But if you've been watching this far and you still haven't subscribed to me, please do so. Please like the channel, it boosts me, and share with other people. Really appreciate it. I want to continue making like travel type content going forward once I get back home. So